my channel. So let me ask you a question straight away. How many times you have applied for a job and never got an answer? Or let me rephrase it, how many times your resume has got rejected without even a telephonic conversation? Well, the bitter truth is we all have experienced this in our career. But what is the reason? A resume is just a piece of paper stating our personal and professional details with no negative approach. So why are we being rejected solely based on our details? I know it is demotivating, but there are strong reasons to it, and one of them being the resume format. So how should our resume look like to grab the attention of the recruiters, or what should be an ideal format of resume for experienced professionals? This video is going to be all about that. So let's discuss that in detail. First step to keep in mind is that we have to graduate from a single page fresher resume. Now you have experience, so that experience calls for an extra page in your resume which can elaborate your work experience and your professional skills. Also, if you want to check what a fresher resume format should look like, I do have a video regarding that and I will link that in the description box below. You can check that from there. A typical resume for experienced person has work experience, core competencies, skills, summary, and personal details. But a right order and strong presentation can make it worth the applied job. So let's start from the very top of your resume and how the resume header should look like. Every resume begins with your personal information. The header, exactly like that of a fresher resume, contains your name, phone number, address, and email ID. Again, the email ID and the number that you are going to mention in the resume should be working and you should be checking them regularly. Also, one more thing in the case of email ID. Make your email ID as professional as you can. And also, it should be simple at the same time too. In my career, I have come across email IDs like cutipie@something.com or Sweet Angel or Handsome Hunk. Avoid these kind of mistakes when you are making a professional resume. Although there are no strict rules to the header format, but make it as simple as you can. Here are few examples of a good header format. Next comes the tricky part, your objective or your resume summary. If you are an individual with less experience, you can include your knowledge and skills in order to attract a job in a particular field. Your objective should inform the recruiter that what kind of position you are looking for and also what kinds of skills and knowledge you have that you can offer to the employer. Some examples of objective are: now, if you are an experienced professional looking for a career transition into roles with bigger responsibilities, you should choose summary instead of an objective. In actual sense, it has the same purpose as that of the objective, that is to make the recruiter shortlist you for a particular position, but it presents your expertise and skills in a much better way. Your summary should include every bullet point of all the high points in your career which you think are worth sharing for the applied job. Now, as you have mentioned your experience in your summary, it is the time for the recruiter to verify your summary. So next comes your work experience. But before going into the work experience section and format, let's discuss few things here. A recruiter has to go through hundreds of resumes in a day, so you can calculate the time he or she has for yours. So keeping that in mind, make your work experience section an adequate description of what you did in each position in the past. Also, you should be using strong action words and there should be relevance to the position that you are applying to. Now for the format of the work experience section. First and foremost, list all the experiences that you have in a reverse chronological order. That is, your recent position comes on the top and the other positions follow. But that is not the rule always. For example, you are a mechanical engineer and you are working in some crane industry, but you have experience in mining in your past and the position that you want to apply for needs mining experience. So in that case, you can make two sections in your resume, one which says relevant experience and second which says other experience. So the past relevant experience in mining should be written under the relevant experience and every other experience goes under the other experience section. But as most of the times individuals don't hop between the industries, so there is very less chance to divide your resume. So you can go as per the regular format of reverse chronological order. Now, as we are done with the right order of work experience, it's the time to discuss the format of the work experience. Every position that you are going to write in the resume should include the name of the organization, the address of the organization, your job title, and your employment dates. After that comes your responsibilities and achievements. While writing your responsibilities, write bullet statements which should be 1 or 2 lines long, and they should be as specific as possible. Also, make sure that they are relevant to the position that you are applying right now. So instead of writing develop new clients, make sure to be specific. So you can write developed 8 new clients in construction industry. Write what you did in your career with strong action words. For the current position that you are in, write words like implement, coordinate, train, and they should be in present tense. And for the previously held positions, they should be in the past tense. After your experience, give an insight into your leadership roles, any projects or associations, but always make sure to bear that word professional in your mind. So whatsoever you are writing in your resume should be recent, should be relevant, and should be professional. Then comes your skills. So your MS Office skills, any computer skills that you have, the languages you know, some certificate courses, PMPs, some German, French language courses, everything comes under this section. Once you mention every detail related to yourself in the resume, it is the time for the references. Now, it is not necessary to give references, but if you are willing to do so, make sure you are writing the name of the person, the organization where he or she is working in, and what is your connection or relation to that person. Reference is not a family or friend. That person should be related to you professionally. He or she could be your supervisor, your manager, your employer, your faculty member, anyone. Also, before giving a person's name as a reference, ask that person if he is willing to speak on your behalf, and also give a copy of your resume to him as well. And if you get a call before the interview, that person or that reference should know it beforehand. Then come date and your signature. This is typically how a resume format for experienced professional looks like. Once you have made your resume draft, relax and go through the resume once again in order to check if there are any grammatical errors, if you have given a lot of unnecessary information or not, whether your skills or expertise mentioned are of relevance or not. If you get any kind of glitch in your resume, make sure to correct it, because a small mistake can cost you an opportunity. So try to avoid any kind of grammatical mistakes. Try to check every spelling in your resume. Make your resume customized. It should be only for the company that you are applying in. Now, once you have edited your resume, it is the time to send it, and best of luck for doing that. That's it in today's video. I hope you like it, and I will see you soon in another career related video. Thank you so much for watching.